Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 440. And I'm gonna get to this whole Ace versus Blackbeard stuff. Don't even worry about that. I got a lot to say about what happened with Ace versus Blackbeard, but I gotta start off with this one. See, Oda, I don't like what he's doing right now. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't like what he's doing. See, Oda got me to a point where my eyes starting to wander. I'm supposed to just have eyes for Nami right now, right? But this motherfucker, he had me looking Nico Robin for a little bit. And then he got me with Tashigi in the last chapter. And, Vivi's always been, whatever, right? Vivi was looking good in the last one. I like what he did with Kaya in this chapter too, man. Like, holy fucking shit. Oda, you son of a bitch, dude. Like, I don't like what you're doing to me right now. You put me in a tough ass spot. I'm gonna have to stop fanboying over Nami now. Like, I don't like this shit, man. Really don't like this, but I do. But serious talk, though. Serious talk. What I really think is pretty cool about this is the fact that Kaya is genuinely happy, okay? Genuinely happy that Usopp, his bounty, because before, she saw, like, the nose. The nose stuck out on Luffy's wanted post. It's either Luffy or Zoro. And now, like, the people in this village, they don't believe that it's actually Usopp. But, she picks him out and she says, oh, wow, okay. This is Usopp. His dreams are coming true. And then that further motivates her to say, I got to go back to my studies. I'm so close to becoming an independent doctor. I want to treat Usopp's injuries whenever he comes back. And I just love that, because what we see in the first half of this chapter is just the fallout of all the lives that the Straw Hats have touched. And it fits in very nicely with what Luffy's father said. Luffy's father, Dragon, one of the things he says is, in life and times, there are moments where there's a will such as yours being Luffy. There's a time where people like you make people question if things are the way that they should be. And what I love about that is he says that, basically says that they'll meet one day. And it just sets the stage for this father and son reunion. And Luffy is probably too young when he left him anyway, because I don't even think Luffy realizes that he's got his dad, because he didn't recognize him when he met him. But what's interesting about that is that might be where Luffy gets his spirit from, and why Luffy has such the determination to do things his own way, because he literally came from the testicles of the man who's leading the revolution. So if that's his father, who the fuck was his mother? That's what I gotta know now. Don't let his mother fuck around and be Alvida, man. That's gonna be fucking crazy. But anyway, jokes aside on that, what I love is we see each village, like we see it with Dr. Kureha in Drum Island, where she says, I don't care what Chopper's bounty is, I just got to see his face again. And that's her way of basically saying he's like a grandson to me, and I just know that he's alive. That's enough for me. And that just shows so much, because for her to say that, it makes me think about what Chopper said when Chopper saw that he only had a 50 bounty buried. He said, but why? I fought like a man too. And with Chopper saying that and Kureha saying what she just did, it just shows that you're still on the path to greatness, dude. It's just that she's the first person that saw it in you after Dr. Hero looked. So I like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Chopper ended up having like the third highest bounty of the Straw Hats at one given point. And that's probably going to piss off either Zoro or a Sanji fan. But I mean, I could see Chopper maybe at one point surpassing one of them, depending on what he does. Because I feel like Chopper, I joke about him always being high and so new to the world, but I feel like Chopper is such a blank canvas that he can be painted any type of color, if you will. And for that reason, Chopper might fuck around and be one of the greatest pirates ever, because he's still learning the world around him. And that's a very dangerous thing. Anytime you have shonen's period and you have that childlike innocence in any character, you keep your eye on them, because they have potential for greatness. And that's what I see in Chopper. So I like seeing that. I like how when we get to Nami's village, Nojiko, she's, doing her thing, and I can't remember the police dude that was looking out for Nami and everything, kept everything as a secret. He's the guy that all alongs people beat up, but he's so fucking proud of Nami, and maybe in a backwards way perving on her, because he's like, I filed a complaint with the transponder snails and they can't take a picture like this of her, acting just like a fucking father, yo, like on some real shit. Like, he's acting like the father you don't want to see when you go to your girl's house, because he's overprotective as fuck. Like, anytime you, like, I know for me, like, when you meet the parents for the first time and, like, the father's talking to you and he's asking, like, what are your plans? Like, first, like, what do you do for a living? And what are your plans? So this is me talking to you as big brother to little brother in some cases, because, I mean, I'm in my mid-20s and I know that some of you guys are still in high school, middle school and everything. So it's just me kind of putting my personal stuff in there. But it's just like, you have the moment where it's like, what do you do for a living? What are your plans? Where do you see yourself and my daughter in this time? And just getting all into nitty gritty on it. And it's like you're playing 21 fucking questions. You're like, holy fucking shit. Am I being vetted by the fucking government? Like, that type of, which is ironic because I'm working for the government now. Like this is what's ill about all of this shit though, right? He has the thing up there and he says, she's probably going to be bombarded with even more marriage proposals than bounty hunters after her. But Nojiko calls him on and says, you're really proud of her, aren't you? And it's right there. I read that and I said, okay. Nami, I love the fact that even though after everything she's did for her village, and basically caused them some hurt, because no matter how you cut it, the fact that she worked with all along, even if it was for their protection, that had to hurt on some level. Given everything that happened with Belle and everything, like the fact that that happened and she suffered like that, and they saw it, and then you see everything that happened with the Straw Hats when it took down all along, the fact that the people in her village can see that even though she's a wanted criminal and she's basically living a life that I feel like Belle probably wouldn't want her to live, just in the grand scheme of things, but she's smiling and she's enjoying herself. And one of the things you see on both of those moments with Drum Island and what you see with Syrup Village and what you see in Nami's village, all of them say in Drum Island, like, okay, like, if Usopp doesn't make Kaya smile anymore, we'll beat him up. With Nami, it's Nojiko saying, like, she's smiling, she looks pretty, doesn't she, Belle? And she says if they do anything to make her stop smiling, they'll beat her up. And now it's the same thing with Chopper. Kureha sees him, and she sees Chopper, and she's like, I got to see him again, and she's smiling. And it's little small stuff like that. It's like you can see the different lives that have been touched. And so to have Luffy's father say what he did, it just really, again, it packs everything in very closely to where Luffy, again, he's going on the same path as the King of the Pirates. He's got a ship built around the same time that the King of the Pirates got his ship built, probably in the same area. And now you have Luffy getting ready to approach the second half of the Grand Line. The second half, I believe, they got to go to Fishman Island first, and then it's probably on to the New World after that. And what I love about all of this is that as this is going on, we don't know what happened with Ace versus Blackbeard, because according to this chapter, Ace intercepted them before they could go to Water 7. And if I'm not mistaken, like, Blackbeard did find out that Luffy was there. So I just got so fucking caught up in what was happening on Eames Lobby and with Nico Robin that I totally had a brain fart on that. But I'm pretty sure that was fucking mentioned, that Blackbeard found out where Luffy was. But what's really cool about all of this is we get a glimpse, yet again, of how powerful Ace is. Because we know that Ace is powerful enough to where he's powering that little boat that he has with his flame fruit. But when one of those dudes picks up the house and throws them at him, Ace uses the fucking flame tower and incinerates this shit. And incinerates the fucking building. It's just like, there's no wreckage and everything. He incinerates it, ashes. I'm like, how fucking hot does this dude's flames get? Because that's got to be hot as hell to be able to do that. And even Blackbeard shows a backbone and shows some good leadership qualities where he tells this man, like, hey, you're not up to his level yet. You need to back the fuck up. let me handle this. And I'm thinking, how the fuck is he gonna do anything? Are you fucking serious? And then at the same time, I'm going, Ace has been hunting this dude down, and he was in the Whitebeard Pirates, so he can't be a scrub, just given the fact of what Whitebeard himself is. I know that there are some fodder on there, because when Shanks releases Haki, all the rest of them, they go night-night. Like, they went night-night in that bitch. Like, so I know that Blackbeard, there's something there. And the fact that Blackbeard has a D in his name, you know that he's got some power to him. And it gets revealed that I guess it's the dark fruit, but he says his devil fruit's power is darkness. And I don't know how that's going to contrast with Ace's stuff. Like, maybe Ace can illuminate this shit so bright the way it breaks through the darkness. I don't know how Blackbeard is going to fight him, but I like the fact that we find out why he killed one of his own. And it's because he joined Blackbeard's crew just to get this devil fruit, and one of his men got it. And Whitebeard's code, or mantra, if you will, is basically, look, we do what we do, and if you get a devil fruit, whoever gets it first eats it. And according to Blackbeard, this darkness fruit is the strongest of all the Logia fruits. So I'm expecting a huge knockdown, drag-out fight. But the fact that this took place beforehand, I'm not sure what this entitles. I'm not sure what this means, because Oda, he's been building up this Ace versus Blackbeard confrontation, and now we have it. You know, like, I thought maybe Ace was just gonna fuck around with them, and then Blackbeard makes a mistake and he says, look, that's alright, man. He takes a page out of Luffy's book. He's like, look, I know you've been looking for me, and that's cool, but you want to get down with the crew? Come on, you can get down with the crew. I'm gonna go kill that little motherfucker Luffy. And that's what Ace basically looks at him and says, who the fuck do you think you are? That's my little brother right there. And Ace, no fucks given, he starts shooting out those fucking fire pistol bullets and everything. Everyone's getting the fuck out the way. Like I said, Flame Tower gets shot up when someone tries a sneak attack. Ace is not giving a fuck right now. And he fires off one of those fire attacks, sends everybody fucking flying. This was a hell of a teaser, man. This was a hell of a teaser. Oda basically, forgive the crew joke, but Oda basically stuck the tip in and just let it marinate there for a second. He's getting ready to slide all the way in. Like, that's what Oda did right now. So my chapter question to you guys is, I'm going to keep this one lighthearted. I usually keep them simple. Sometimes I throw in like little curveballs, make things a little difficult, but keep this one simple. Out of all the different areas that the Straw Hats have affected, where you saw like Water 7 saying take care of Big Bro Frankie, to Vivi with Alabasta where she says I trust Luffy when she found out about Nico Robin, to Syrup Village with Kaya, to Drum Island with Kureha, to, I'm forgetting one, Zoro's Master, with Zoro's Master, you know, telling Zoro like, hey, you know what, I'm forgetting two actually, I forgot Sanji, where he's telling him, hey, as long as you cherish your sword, it's cool with me. Do what you do. Zeph is basically saying, Sanji, he's got the poster. Zeph is fucking proud of him. Which one of those moments was the most heartwarming for you? But as always, guys, if you like anything I have to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, guys. Have an awesome day.